Welcome to Redefine Travel, your source for travel ideas. Today we are going to show you 10 reasons why you should visit Turkey. Turkey is an increasingly popular destination for travelers all across the globe, and it's not difficult to see why. Here are 10 reasons to visit Turkey right away. 10. The labyrinthine bazaars. Entering Istanbul's Grand Bazaar is like stepping into shopping heaven. Brace yourself for sensory overload as you bask in the sights, sounds, smells, and tastes of this bustling market. From hand-painted ceramics and colorful mosaic lanterns to exquisite antiques and high-quality leather goods, there is something for everyone. Souvenir seekers will also be spoiled for choice with the array of items up for sale. It's just a matter of finding the right price. This would, of course, requires you to unleash your inner ante and put your bargaining skills to the test. It is recommended that hardcore shopaholics set aside at least a whole day to navigate the labyrinth of stalls in the Grand Bazaar, as well as the next-door Spice Bazaar, which guarantees an equally exciting shopping experience. Nonetheless, it's definitely one of the best reasons to visit Turkey. 9. Inviting hot springs. Once you've had your fill of the beautiful Turkish coastline, head inland to experience yet another Turkish treasure, the amazing hot springs. The most infamous hot springs in Turkey are the Cleopatra pools located within the quaint town of Pamukkale. Many tourists visit Pamukkale for the amazing travertine terraces, but end up lingering in the hot springs where ancient Roman ruins are submerged below. The water is not too hot or too cold, and it is absolutely perfect for relaxing after a long morning of exploring the ruins and terraces of Pamukkale. 8. Intriguing history. The history of the Turkish people and region covers a time frame of more than 4,000 years, first living in Central Asia around 2000 BC, and then spreading out to establish various states and empires around Asia and Europe. Empires were created and destroyed, cities rose and fell, wars were waged. Evidence of the complicated history of Turkey is found throughout the country, but there are a few especially notable landmarks that are worth a visit. One of those highlights is Ephesus, which is located in western Turkey, just 3 kilometers from the town of Selçuk in the Izmir region. The ruins are rich in history. It became a Roman city in 133 BC, and then the capital of Asia Minor in 27 BC when it grew to a population of 250,000 people, as it was a busy port town. If you want to avoid the crowds, consider waiting to visit until the later afternoon when all of the buses have headed home for the day. 7. Where East meets West. The Bosphorus Strait dividing the eastern and Asian sides of Turkey quite literally straddles both continents, which are a mere ferry ride away from each other. For every urban skyscraper, there is an Ottoman mosque or ancient ruin. For every Forever 21 or Zara there are locally produced rugs, bags, and handicrafts featuring traditional Anatolian designs, and for every McDonald's or Popeyes, there is a restaurant serving Mediterranean food with Oriental-influenced Turkish music playing in the background. Nowhere else in the world does the amalgamation of Eastern and Western cultures come to life as it does here. If these aren't enough reasons to travel to Turkey, then we don't know what is. 6. World-class hospitality. One of the best reasons to visit Turkey is to meet the locals. And really, no one plays host better than the Turks. Warm smiles will greet you as you stroll down the streets, accompanied by a medley of shopkeepers' voices welcoming you into their stores. Even when it's clear you're not keen on purchasing anything, they won't hesitate to engage in conversation with you. In particular, Turkish families in the smaller towns are in a league of their own when it comes to hospitality. They'll make you feel like one of their own. You'll absolutely fall in love with Turkish people during your Turkey vacation. 5. The cats of Turkey. Cat lovers, make sure you have your phone/camera in tow as you explore Turkey, and be prepared to snap away, as you will encounter many a cat during your stay. The affectionate nature of these kitties will come as no surprise when you notice the warmth and generosity that the Turks extend to their furry feline friends. These adorable creatures will welcome you with open paws and faithfully accompany you during meals, making it difficult to resist the temptation to smuggle one home. 4. Pristine beaches. There are 7,200 kilometers of coastline in Turkey offering pristine sandy beaches, calm bays perfect for a boat excursion, and amazing sea views. You can find quaint main squares and old cities full of history located in coastal towns like Antalya and Kars that are a short drive, or walk, from beautiful beaches with crystal clear water. Many of the popular beaches like Lara Beach, Pat Era Plagi, and Kaputas Plagi, pictured, offer amenities such as lounge chairs, umbrellas, and restaurants. But if you're looking for a more low-key experience, you can generally make your way beyond the crowds to find a patch of sand all to yourself. 3. A historical treasure trove. A mention of Turkey will typically conjure up images of the majestic Hagia Sophia and Blue Mosque. In fact, a skyline of towering minarets is a characteristic feature of not just Istanbul, but other Turkish cities as well. As architectural masterpieces of the Ottoman Empire, these mosques are steeped in art, history, and tradition. Both history and archaeology buffs alike would be happy to know that Turkey is also littered with ruins from ancient civilizations. From the cities of Troy and Ephesus to the statues atop Mount Nemrut, as well as Cappadocia's monasteries and cave churches, these blasts from the past provide a glimpse into the historical trove that makes up Turkey. 2. Gorgeous cave hotels. Exquisite hotels that have been built into ancient cave dwellings have kept much of the physical structure of the caves while adding modern luxury. The stone cave walls give you a glimpse into how life may have felt for the people who lived in them many years ago, while the beautiful antique furniture, gorgeous handmade rugs, and heavenly bedding will make it difficult to leave. Most cave hotels also offer beautiful gardens or rooftop terraces that are the perfect spot for sunrise balloon viewing. 1. Scenic hot air balloon flights. Whether you are watching from the ground or standing in a basket high above the ground, the hot air balloons of Cappadocia are unlike anything else in the world. Hundreds of multicolored balloons take to the sky just before sunrise and sail above the honeycombed cave houses and dip low into the deep valleys. The hot air balloon tour will pick you up from your hotel right around 4 a.m., and you'll be offered a light breakfast, tea, and coffee before heading for the launch area right outside of Goring. You'll watch as the balloons are filled with air, and then take off, one by one just before the sun begins to rise. For the next hour and a half or so you'll travel up to 1,200 feet into the air, past fairy chimneys that at times are close enough to touch, and then deep into the valleys for an up-close look at the cave houses that are built directly into the valley walls, all while surrounded by hundreds of other balloons, and while the sun is rising in the sky and changing the hues from pink to yellow to blue. It is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience that is not to be missed. If you're into getting off the beaten path in Turkey or interested in seeing some ancient ruins, then check out Eastern Turkey, Harran, Ani, and Sanliurfa in particular. If you're more into the big cities, the Mediterranean or hiking, then we suggest staying in the western part of Turkey. We transverse Turkey by bus, but if you have a higher budget, you could fly from the west to the east or vice versa. Either way, we suggest a month as a minimum amount of time to see both sides of this fascinating country.